Now that I think about it, this team could actually be like the outside nature in a fantasy world, which is Pokemon. Pokemon's actually a fantasy world. You got the dragon living up in the mountains, along with the steel bugs, giant steel bug ants. I don't know, but you do see them sometimes in like the. You do sometimes see them in like the giant rocky areas. You got the forest monster. You got the Pokemon that inhibits the lake. You got the magical elf, or whatever, I guess. I mean, there are probably a few terms you could call Grimmsnarl. I'm not sure what magical creature it's actually based off of. And then you got the oven, which is just human society. Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today we're going to be using the Kommo team for one last time. And yeah, let's get started and play some games. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, always recommend checking out. We used the Kommo team again. We found an interesting team for the first one, I'll tell you that much. But let's get started and play some games. Today's common question is going to be, since I'm not sure if I actually gave common questions for a while now, because it doesn't feel like it, so I do apologize if I have been skipping on the common questions for today. But we got Falco. Oh, this is Alex Agloza. Yeah, this is Agloza. Okay. Why is it double fairy? It's always double fairy. Okay. I feel like I've seen this team before. You got the Grimmsnarl, you got the I think it's the Salt Vest on Temple Mudsdale, you got the Arcanine, you got the Rowdon, you got the Gastrodon, you got the Togekiss. So I'll hold off that common question of today. Hopefully I remember it later. But yeah, let's see. I want to go, I think Grimmsnarl Durant. I think that's pretty solid against my opponent. I like having the Kommo, and I think I love having Gyarados in the back. Rillaboom doesn't really do well in this matchup, and Rotom Heat could do work. I'm a little bit worried about the Gastrodon, which is why I don't want to bring it. So yeah, I'm going to lock in these four. So today's comment question of today is, since we were talking about fantasy worlds, I might as well ask, if you had the chance to live in a fantasy world, where would you want to start off? Would you like to start off like in a grassy plain, in a forest, underwater, in some land in the sky, or like the Rocky Mountains? Let me know in the comments down below. I feel like if I want to start off in the fantasy world, I think I would probably want to start off in the classic grassy plains. I don't know, I'm that kind of guy. But yeah, I think that's probably where I would want to stay. But alright, let's see. We got a Gloza here. Let's see. This is a while since this is a rematch. It's been a while since I played him, actually. Let's see how this goes. Grimmsnarl Arcanine is going to lead here, which is fine. Against my Grimmsnarl and Durant. I don't want to Dynamax the Durant just yet. I do want to Thunder Wave the Arcanine. Potentially. I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave, and I'm going to actually go out into my Gyarados immediately because I do want to dodge the Flare Blitz or Will-O-Wisp potentially that's coming out here. I do want to attempt to Thunder Wave the Arcanine and be put in a good position, I feel like. So let's see. Especially since Gyarados can fire off Waterfalls and my opponent, well, there is the Gastrodon potentially in the back, so I got to watch out for that. It could be that Gastrodon switching in at any time. I do gotta watch out for that. Alright. I don't have good answers to Gastrodon other than the Gyarados, which I do gotta watch out for. Especially if I get burned. If, like, the Will-O-Wisp comes out immediately. So, we'll bring out the Gyarados, which will intimidate the Grimmsnarl as well as the Arcanine here. There's a switch out from the Arcanine into Gastrodon? No, Mudsdale. Okay, good play from my opponent. Thunder Wave and the Reflect. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be annoying. Wait, did I get the Intimidate off? No, right? It's on Tempo? Yeah. I might as well Reflect and go out into my Durant, I think. That's a tough one. I kind of want to go Kommo-o, because I don't think you're going to Spirit Break immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kommo actually. I really don't anticipate you to spear break my Gyarados. I hope you don't. I think it's like Swagger probably coming out here. And if you swag yourself, I get to foul play, I guess, which would be pretty good. So I'm gonna bring out Kommo here. I don't think I need Kommo for an endgame sweep. I think I'm just gonna use it to plow through my opponent and at least get some damage off. I think endgame's gonna come down to maybe Durant or Gyarados. At this rate, we're gonna see the Dynamax come out from the Mudsdale, which is no surprise. Maybe it's a Max Steel Spike coming out my way, which would be concerning, but let's see. Mudsdale gonna come out. I also brought off physical attackers other than Kommo, so Komo's gonna be the one doing the damage. Swagger is gonna come out into the Mudsdale. Let's see what the Mudsdale went for. On tempo, yep. Reflect is gonna go up. And is Max Steel, okay. Okay. That knocked out my Grimmsnarl? Jeez, I knew it was gonna get boosted, but oh man, I think we lost on turn 1. Dang it, man. I could go Durant though, actually. No, it's not over yet. I go Durant here. I think Steel Spike would still be able to knock out the Grimmsnarl, which is good. And then I go for the Clanger Soul, and I hope that I can revenge sweep potentially. It's going to be tough though, because there is still going to be another Swagger attempt from my opponent. But yeah, it's definitely possible. It's not impossible. It's pretty bad, but it's not impossible. Because Kommo could maybe pull through. Especially with the Throat Spray attempt. I think I'll knock out the Grimmsnarl with the Max Steel Spike. Because of Hustle and the, what's it called? Life Orb. We'll also get a defense boost to deal with the Mudsdale better. With our Reflect Up, I'm hoping we're able to take at least one hit. So let's see. I don't know what else the Grimmsnarl could have too. So that's also a bit of concern. We'll bring out the Durant here. Okay. Hopefully with Reflect Up we'll take the Mudsdale's attack still. So it's still a game. It's still looking bad, but it's not like terrible. Oh, light screen. Okay. Which is fine. Max Steel Spike gonna come out into the Grimmsnarl, which does pick up a knockout. No surprise there. So the Grimmsnarl does go down. Beautiful. Okay. Boost our defense. That means this is only +2 from the Mudsdale, but won't be able to pick up a knockout immediately. We'll Clanger Soul here. Increase our special attack by 2 stages as well as our other stats by 1. Alright, what's the last Pokemon is the question, because that's also going to be a pain. I don't think it's going to be the Rowdon anymore, so let's see. It's going to be the Max Steel Spike once again. Okay. Into the Kommo. We should take this decently fine. Yeah. The problem is the Mudsdale is still bulky up and it's still pretty strong. Let's see what my opponent's next Pokemon going to be. Arcanine is definitely that potential. Yep. I wonder if I knock out the Arcanine with Clanger Soul into the Max Rock. And I do want to go for Max Rock, I think. Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to Max Rock the Mudsdale. I mean, Arcanine could protect if it has it. I'm not sure if it's going to carry protect. I guess we'll find out. I'm going to Clanger the Arcanine. Double it up. Because at this rate, I'm going to rely a lot on my Gyarados in the back. We're going to see the Arcanine retreat into the Togekiss. Okay. Good play. I do have Max Rock though, which will hit the Togekiss for decent damage. I do nothing to the Mudsdale though through the light screen and other stuff. Here comes a Max Rock Fall. We'll target down the Togekiss. I'm pretty sure this game's a wrap though. I don't see how I'm breaking through. Maybe it's not over. Maybe it's not over. Sandstorm kicks up. Lose a bit of defense. Max Quake gonna come out. Is this into the Kommo? Yeah. Maybe I should have first turned. Nah, I already used my boost. I don't know. I don't know if it was better there. I was thinking about protecting. I don't think it was worth it. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be pretty close. Bring out the Gyarados. I think I Steel Spike to get a bit of defense on the Gyarados with a Reflect up. And maybe can try to attempt to win. I don't know. It's still very unlikely. I don't know if the Togekiss is going to go for the switch into Arcanine once again. Which is definitely possible. Yeah, I'm going to max Steel Spike, the Togekiss, and Dragon Dance. Because I'm not going to knock out the Arcanine anyway if I max Rockfall here. So I might as well just go for the Steel Spike to get the defense up with my Gyarados. I don't think I can beat down the Mudsdale, though. It's at +2 defense, +2 attack. We are going to see a Togekiss retreat, which is fine. I expected that. But it's like, what am I doing? Am I going to really try to punish that when there's no really good punish tool? Like, I don't think, like, trying to punish that here was good. So, we'll max Steel Spike. Max Rockfall was not KOing. It was going to miss the KO for sure. Okay. Rock Slide. Dragon Dance up. Rock Slide does come out. That doesn't do as much to Gyarados actually as I thought. Okay. That's actually good. How many times of Reflect are up? I don't know, could still be a game. Could definitely still be a game. Let me think. How many times a Reflector up? 3. Okay. I feel like Arcanine might switch out, though, into the Togekiss, potentially, to get another Intimidate off if I go for a Waterfall into that slot. So I'm actually going to go for the Mudsdale, because I can flinch the Mudsdale, too. Let's see. Because I'm really expecting Arcanine to retreat here into the Togekiss. I mean, my opponent doesn't have to. Like, I think you could actually afford to Flare Blitz here or something else. But I might as well just go for... I would have to call. I may have to call this turn. But it doesn't look like that's the case. So I'm going to have to hope for Rock Slide, and I'm going to have to hope for Flinch. That did no types of damage. Rock Slide missed a Mudsdale. If we flinch one of these two Pokemon spot. But it's Berry Arcanine. Okay. And Heat Wave comes out. Okay, it's special. Yeah, that probably seals up the game. Yep. Rock Slide gonna come out, knocks out my Gyarados, and that's gonna be a good game. So, didn't even bring the Togekiss. Yeah, it's just Mudsdale's super scared to deal with. With Grimmsnarl on screens, it's so annoying to deal with Mudsdale. I didn't have a good way to deal with Mudsdale. I don't know what I could have brought that really dealt with Mudsdale well. I would have probably had to anticipate the Mudsdale earlier in the game. But yeah, I just don't have an answer. Oh, let me just see my team real quick. I want to see my team real quick. I mean, all my ways to hit Mudsdale are physical. Yeah, it's just not a good matchup. I'd have to like, yeah, because you just max with Mudsdale and you just do attacks. I'm pretty sure that I faced a Mudsdale earlier with this team. I don't remember if it was on camera now, but like Mudsdale's just so annoying to get rid of. For a lot of teams actually, just because it, you know, with Grimmsnarl, you have that swagger option. You can't be intimidated. Your only real way to deal with is burning it. We got Alex VGC as our next opponent. Oh yeah, and if you want to check out Gloza, he usually streams. I'll link his Twitch in the description down below. He was the 2014 U.S. National Champion. Why do we... Mudsdale. Mudsdale. With double fairy. Why? Why is today the day that happens? Well, at least there's no Grimmsnarl, so there's no screens involved, so that's easier. Or better, I guess. That Snorlax could be annoying, though. I'm gonna go with Durant Grimmsnarl, I think. Not sure if I want to bring the... You know what? I'm not bringing the Kommo-o. I don't think it's worth it. There are 2 fighting weaknesses. But it's hard to deal with Snorlax anyway. And maybe I could beat Mudsdale by Nasty Pod upping. Yeah, it just looks. I hate the Mudsdale matchup with this team, or just dealing with Mudsdale in general. If I had Wisp, it's an easier Pokemon to deal with because I can Will-O-Wisp it, and then it doesn't do as much damage, and I don't have to worry about it. Of course, there are certain teams. Safeguard on Arcanine is pretty common with that core, so Safeguard Arcanine, prevent him from being burned would have been bad. We're gonna see an interesting double fairy lead, which is pretty good because I led Grimmsnarl plus the Durant here. And I'm gonna go for the Max Steel Spike into the Togekiss, because there is a potential for Dynamax, and I'm gonna go for the Thunder Wave because I'm not risking Dynamax, Togekiss, and Tailwind with the Whimsicott, and you try to Tailwind Heat Wave or something like that. Definitely not worth risking. So we'll go for the Max Steel Spike into Togekiss. We'll also go for the Thunder Wave here, and we should be able to knock out the Togekiss, which is really good because my Durant is the biggest threat to my Durant right now. I wonder what the Dragapult set is. The Dragapult set's going to be scary to deal with as well. We're going to Dynamax with our Durant. We also get to boost up for the Mudsdale. Oh yeah, I remember. We did face one at Mudsdale. Somehow we did so much damage with our Durant, we were able to do a lot of work to it. So maybe I should have been focusing it on with the Durant. But the problem was the Arcanine. There is a Dynamax, and that's Togekiss, okay. Unless it's Whimsicott for some reason, but I don't understand why Whimsicott. Maybe Airstream? I don't think that makes sense. Yeah, it's a Togekiss. Watch this be like a Lumberry set with a fire type move, and I'm absolutely screwed. Let's see. We will go for the Thunder Wave. Ooh, okay, interesting. No Tailwind. Just a Moonblast, okay. Let's see if Grimmsnarl lives this. It should. Yeah, we take it. And the Max Steel Spike will come out into the Togekiss slot and should pick up a knockout. Yeah, it's not a Berry, so it just goes down. Perfect. Okay, so we get rid of my opponent's Dynamax Pokemon right away, and that means it's not the Mudsdale. So that is very, very positive right there. As our defenses rise. Goodbye to Togekiss. I think if I set up a light screen, I'll survive a fire move from the Dragapult if it does have a fire move. But yeah, let's see what is going to be brought out next. You can't Dynamax or Gigantamax the Snorlax either. Ooh, Togedemaru, okay. It's Air Balloon. Why is it Air Balloon? Am I worried about the Togedemaru? I mean, I have the Rotom Heat on deck. I'm gonna max Rockfall because it'll knock out the Whimsicott. And let me see, what do I want to prepare for in the back? Mudsdale or Dragapult. I think I'm gonna Reflect for the Mudsdale. I'm more worried about the Dragapult if it's a physical variant, so I'm gonna Reflect here. Oh, just a Fake Out coming out into Grimmsnarl, which is an interesting choice. Okay. And Moonblast again. Okay. That is fine with me. So Grimmsnarl is going to go down. Unfortunately, doesn't get a single screen up, but Grimmsnarl, I mean, the Thunder Wave helped if there was Tailwind, but there was no Tailwind. Rockfall going to come out into the Whimsicott. This should pick up a knockout if it's a Focus Sash variant because of the Sand. That will knock it out, which is why I wanted to go for that in the first place. I get to bring out my my Rotom Heat afterward and click Overheat. Yeah. The Dragapult is still a super scary Pokemon. Endgame Dragapult does look annoying. Well, at least I didn't bring Kommo-o because I think if I brought... Kommo-o probably does Dragon Claw though. I go a Rotom Heat. Always. And Dragapult does reveal to be the last. So, it comes down to if it has a fire move, I think. It can't Dynamax here at least. So we'll go for the Max Steel Spike and we'll go for the Overheat. At least we're a bulky Rotom this time. So we'll live an attack from Dragapult, whatever it is it wants to go for. It actually just goes for Protect, which is completely fine, because I still don't know what Dragapult set this is, but I mean, I'm going to boost my defense, and yeah, you could Spiky Shield, but I think that's fine too. I'm able to get a defense boost with my Rotom Heat, and if it's a special variant, it doesn't do too much to my Gyarados, I feel like. Unless it has Thunderbolt. Boost up with our Durant and the Rotom. Dynamax is over, but that's fine. Overheat into the Togedemaru Spiky Shield. Dragapult takes some sand, so does Rotom, but the end game is just going for the Iron Head into Dragapult and the Overheat into Totodemaru, and as long as we can do that, we should be fine. So we'll Iron Head here and we'll Overheat. Yeah, since it's Air Balloon Totodemaru, I think it's fine. Dragapult is already pretty weakened. It is a special Dragapult, so Max Quake would have been better. So I'd have to have Protect Flamethrower and then forego Shadow Ball and Draco Meteor to handle my Gyarados. It's Life Orb Dragapult too, okay. Zing Zap. Oh yeah, there's a flinch chance of stuff. Oh, this game's not over yet. I do connect Overheat though, which is very nice. Okay. So we knock out the Togedemaru. No, it's not. It's sturdy. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The one set that could actually screw me over. I think Gyarados could live a Zing Zap. Questionable. Oh, come on. The one set. No clear body. Okay. I'm gonna go for a Dragon Dance, I think. Should I just Waterfall? I'm just worried about Totodemaru protecting and then Dragapult attacking, and then I'd be absolutely screwed. So I'm actually gonna Thunderbolt the Totodemaru slot, so I don't have to deal with Zing Zap flinches, and I'm going to Dragon Dance. We're actually gonna see Dragapult protect, so maybe my opponent thinking I'm gonna double the Dragapult slot or double protecting. I don't know if double protecting was the play. I maybe want to scout what I was going to do with the Gyarados, but Dragon Dance's going to come out. That way I outspeed the Totodemaru. Beautiful. I'm actually really surprised about the double protect. I could see one protecting, but I don't see both. Because I had the option to Dragon Dance. Because I think you have to knock out the Gyarados in order to knock it out. Unless Zing Zap KO'd. Or maybe you want to scout for... Oh, my opponent wanted to maybe scout for the protect from Gyarados. And attack from Rotom Heat into Totodemaru. That's why my opponent went for it. Okay. It makes sense. It does. Because you can't knock out Rotom. I don't think Draco Meteor would knock out at the range I'm at. But we'll Waterfall the Totodemaru slot. We'll go for the Thunderbolt into that Totodemaru as well. And let's see. Dragapult actually going for the double and it gets it. But I didn't target down the Dragapult. My opponent hoping that I would target down the Dragapult. But I'd rather get rid of Totodemaru because I'd rather not rely on the flinch chance if anything. So we're able to knock out the Totodemaru, and that should be 100% game. So, is my Gyarados faster than Dragapult? Well, we'll never find out because of the sand disappearing. But yeah, the reason I kept targeting on Totodemaru is because if Dragapult wanted to knock me out, it had to go for Draco Meteor. And that means the Dragapult's special attack would have been extremely lowered. So I'd rather deal with a crit chance than the 30% chance to flinch from Zing Zap. Or 20%. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's 30. We flinched the Dragapult, but I don't think it matters at this point. Dragapult didn't have a spread move that could knock out both, and it would have fainted Life Orb regardless. So Dragapult goes down, and that is going to be a good game. So luckily there was no Mudsdale, but then again, Mudsdale was easier to deal with because there were no screens in this game. And yeah, we were able to pick up the win here. So we go 1-1 in today's episode. Not too bad. Pretty well showcasing for this team as well, I think. I think this team did pretty well in all the back-to-back battles episodes, so I'm really happy about how this team functioned. I really do love Kommo-o. Too bad I don't think Kommo-o got to do a single thing in this episode, but it did get to do a lot of stuff in the previous episodes. I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below, show support. Otherwise, you can leave a comment down below and share this video with your friends. Otherwise, if you want to go an extra mile to support my channel, there is my Patreon page and my Twitch channel. You could go check out and support me there. Thank you to everyone who supports me there, as well as on YouTube, of course. You can go check out Alex if you want. His Twitch channel in the description down below. I'm not sure if he's still streaming Battle Stadium by the time this video is going to get uploaded, because like he usually goes on and off. But if he is, I'll link it down below in the description. Otherwise, yeah. Thank you to everyone who's been tuning in. There's a pacement of the team down below in the description if you do want to try out the team alongside me. Otherwise, we're going to be using a brand new team in the next one. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.